Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to Lake Mead. As I've noticed in the last 48 hours, there's been some drastic changes going on with the reservoir, and we're going to come back and take a closer look at that here in just a moment. I also want to talk about Lake Las Vegas. I've had several comments come through the comment section regarding Lake Las Vegas and how it's draining the water out of Lake Mead. I want to offer some clarity. I want to show you guys some numbers that I found regarding Lake Las Vegas and how it stacks up to Lake Mead. And there's really no comparison. Lake Mead is much larger than Lake Las Vegas, but I want to show you guys the numbers that I did find. Also in this video, I've got a brand new picture slideshow, new sky phenomena photos sent in from all around the world. But I want to start over here at the website. Feature photo today sent in by Summer Dawn. This is out of Florida, as there's been more rocket launches coming out of Cape Canaveral. This is from the early morning hours of August 4th of 2022. Just a couple of days ago, you can see a very large vapor trail hanging around in the sky as the sun was rising along the eastern coast of Florida. Looking at the Schumann resonance, you can see our 24-hour cycle continues. Here's the 6th. You can see it's gotten stronger, the 6th being stronger than the 5th, and this column right here is the 4th, but we're still seeing this 24-hour pattern of strong energy showing up in the Schumann resonance, and it seems to be the strongest between the hours of 10 universal up to 21. So it lasts for about 11 hours. And this has been going on now, this 24-hour cycle, for the better part of 3 weeks. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano, you can see a little bit of earthquake activity on some of these seismographs scattered around the supervolcano caldera. This looks like local earthquake activity, as there's been no large earthquakes that would have registered on these seismographs. So a lot of small earthquake activity showing up around the supervolcano caldera. Down here at Hawks Rest, it looks a little busy down here with regard to magma intrusion and earthquake activity. And once again, the Hebgen Lake seismograph that is normally right here has been absent now for almost 2 weeks. Coming over here to nullschool.net, looking at the Sahara sand situation, you can see the sand plume is still in place, stretched 4,000 miles from the western Sahara all the way over here to the South Caribbean. It does go up into the Gulf of Mexico, and now you can see sand up in Texas, Oklahoma, parts of Kansas, and even over into New Mexico. But as long as this is in place, this is creating an environment that is not conducive for hurricanes, but they are finding their way over here into the eastern Pacific Ocean, where the waters are very warm. There's not a whole lot of that Sahara sand, if any at all, and there's not a whole lot of wind shear. There's another one starting to form right now as I do this video. It's not a named storm yet. If it does become a named storm, the letter will be H, as they're already up to H over here in the eastern Pacific, and there's been no hurricanes over here in the MDR. This is the main development region in the Atlantic Ocean. There's been no hurricanes so far. I want to take you guys now back over to Lake Mead. This is what I've noticed in the last 24 hours, and there has been a drastic change, and it's being caused by the outflow of water. You can see how it's been reduced by nearly a factor of 50% for 2 days in a row, and that's created a positive change in the elevation at Lake Mead. The water has risen now for 2 days in a row, gone from 1,040.77 up to 1,041.14. And again, that's because of the reduction of the overall water output. The outflow has been reduced drastically. I'm not sure why the sudden change. It's been averaging around 10,000, 12,000, sometimes 17,000. That's on the outflow side, going from 17,000 96 hours ago down to 7,000 in the last 24 hours, and that's over a 50% change. So the water level is definitely going up at Lake Mead, and it's gone up the last 2 days in a row. But if we go up to Lake Powell, which is upstream from Lake Mead, and nothing has changed at Lake Powell. So based off of the readings that we're seeing up here at Lake Powell, it is still going down. It's not rising like it is at Lake Mead. And Lake Mead gets its water from Lake Powell. So the reason for the increase is the drastic reduction of the overall output of water, which is good. The water is being conserved, but I just don't know if they've put water restrictions in place or what. But that's a significant decrease in the overall output. The water that comes out of Lake Mead, there's the drain pipes that one of them is visible. It's right out here in this area here. The water goes over here to this water treatment facility. This is called the Alfred Merritt Smith, the AMS water treatment facility. And then there's another one right over here, the second one, the River Mountain water treatment facility, which sits right here. This is where the water goes before it goes to Las Vegas. And those drain pipes that we've talked about, there's 3 drain pipes that are in the bottom of Lake Mead that supply water to Las Vegas. The third one goes to the AMS water treatment facility, and that's the one that I just showed you, the Alfred Smith, that is right here near Saddle Island. And in fact, that's close to where we were at. We were right here along the shores of Lake Mead a couple of months ago, looking at the reservoir from that location right there. And the water treatment facility here that manages one of those drain pipes sits right there. In fact, that treatment facility manages 2 of the drain pipes, and the third one goes to the River Mountain water treatment facility, which is right over here on the other side of these mountains near Henderson, Nevada, and it is right here. And I wanted to touch base on Lake Las Vegas, which is right here. I've had several people comment in the comment section that Lake Las Vegas was draining Lake Mead, and I wanted to offer some numbers that I found regarding Lake Las Vegas and how big it is compared to the Lake Mead Reservoir. Lake Las Vegas contains 10,000 acre-feet of water. Lake Mead, on an average day, will move 10,000, 14,000 acre-feet in a 24-hour period, and it's barely noticeable on the grand scheme of things over here at the giant Lake Mead Reservoir. I know it's getting low, but it's still a massive reservoir. So comparatively speaking, it would be very difficult for Lake Las Vegas to be draining Lake Mead. So it's always good to see green there instead of red. That means the water is going up, but it's because the outflow has been turned down by about a factor of 50% at Lake Mead. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.